All right.
What's the live line?
The live line, probably 3.5 something Rams. Let me see. Maybe. I mean, I imagine the Niners are probably favored at this point. Live, yeah, Niners are favored 3.5. So they're expecting the Rams to gain back 10 points.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the game that you guys want to talk about the most, I'm sure. This, for me, is a big game for Philly. Obviously, Denver's not as great as we probably thought they were, but their defense surely is. This is going to be a real test for that offense. See what they can do. What Kevin Patullo can draw up against this defense. This defense gets after the quarterback. They obviously have probably the best corner in football. So yeah, let's look at it. Sunday it's 1:00 on CBS. Bo Nix last week, 326 yards, 3 total tuds, and an interception. Jalen Hurts last week, 192 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and 104 passer rating. Eagles are 4-0. Denver's 2-2. Denver's coming off a 28-3 victory against Cincinnati. What do you guys think? Like, I think obviously we talk about like how there's some losables for Philly. Being at home tells me they'll probably get this win here. But the way the offense has looked in terms of a consistent unit, start to finish, it's going to be an interesting one. Let me get you guys the spread.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Eagles plus 3.5. Let's go. Eagles plus 3.5. Let's go.
Eagles are favored by minus 4.5.
Oh, Eagles favored. I got 3.5 on mine.
I see 4.5.
Oh, I got 3.5.
I'm on FanDuel.
I'll be the tiebreaker.
Oh, I'm on Hard Rock. I got 3.5. I'm taking 3.5. I ain't taking that 4.5. No, 4.5 a little shaky.
Look at DraftKings. What's DraftKings?
I'll look.
Even ESPN got us at 3.5 too.
DraftKings has us at 3.5.
Okay, we'll take 3.5. All right, so the spread is 3.5 Eagles. What do you guys think?
Listen, as much as I've been, about to jump off the bridge with Kevin Patullo, I think we take care of business. I'm gonna go Eagles minus 3.5. I'll give you my reasoning why. On our end, obviously we have this track record of AJ Brown sounding off, and we come out the next week and make it a point of emphasis to get the pass game going, and it all looks better. So I think that will factor into things. A lot of it has to do with the line of scrimmage and our offensive line, because Denver has a great front seven. They're playing their asses off, and they're second in the league in sacks. Yep. So we got to lock the hell in and win the line of scrimmage battle. If we're able to do that, I think, we can get our offense going. Really, for me, it's our defense versus Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And, the say what you want. The Broncos beat up 2 shitty teams at home, and they're 0-2 on the road against some pretty, I wouldn't say really good teams, but some pretty decent teams.
Right.
So, and really for Bo Nix, we got to stop the run game, get him off of his spots, disrupt his timing, make him throw errant throws and force turnovers. He's shown that, if you do that, he will cough up the ball a little bit. And, I feel like the Eagles defense is, top 5 in creating turnovers so far this year. So it's going to be a big game for us, to stop the run, because that's one thing they've been doing well. But if we can do that and force Bo Nix to make some mistakes, we'll be in a really good spot. The offense just needs to lock in. This is a huge week. A.J. Brown on Pat Surtain. If I know my guy, Pat Surtain's going to have to bring his hard hat and lunchbox to work, because it's going to be a long day. But only if Kevin Patullo gets his shit together. Because if not, then, Pat Surtain and the boys just going to be chilling. But I like to ride with the Eagles. -3.5.
What do you think, Smitty?
I don't know. Ant be giving people props and stuff that they don't deserve. Great front seven is definitely an exaggeration. And the two of their games this year against two formidable opponents, they were completely quiet. That front seven against the Chargers and the Colts did not impact the game. Their best two games, which has them having really good stats, is against the Bengals and the Titans, which I compare the Eagles to neither. I think Kevin Patullo, yes, he has to have a better game, but outside of Patrick Surtain, that DB room doesn't scare me either. Like, that DB room kind of basic outside of Pat. You know what I mean? I think they're very vulnerable outside of Pat. Pat makes it hard because he takes away half the field. But I think going into this game, I think we got an opportunity to beat a team that, yes, is, playing really inconsistent. I know that, Bo Nix had a pretty good game last week, but Vic Fangio gonna have him in hell. And whoever their best receiver is, whoever the guy is that's Cortland
Cam
Sutton,
Sutton.
I'm sure it's Cortland. Cam Sutton is a
Or
cornerback.
Cortland
Right?
Sutton. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
Cortland Sutton.
I'm pretty sure it's Cortland.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton. My bad.
I'm pretty sure Cortland Sutton is going to get the privilege of having one of the best cornerbacks in the league follow him.
It don't matter. Cam Sutton, Cortland Sutton. He's still going to be in Guantanamo Bay.
He gonna have the privilege of having to work a little harder this week. And I just don't see how offensively they beat us. You know what I mean? I don't see the points. I don't see the firepower to come out and beat my defense and put up enough points. Yeah, my offense has been struggling, but it's a reason I haven't. It's a reason in every game we played this year, I've either put up 20 or better. You know what I mean? So I think coming out this week, 3.5. Give me the Eagles 3.5. I think the Broncos going kind of be a little bit what you've seen so far. They've given up a lot of points. I just don't see them beating us.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm in agreement, and I agree. 3.5 is too small of a spread in my opinion. I think Philly's going to run away with this one. The main reason being the turnover battle is a big thing. Philly doesn't really turn the ball over, and Bo Nix is usually good for a turnover a game. And that alone, I think, to me tells the story of this game very well. I'm very interested to see if they can if you guys can get the run game going against this front seven. I'm very interested to see if that can happen because Saquon hasn't ran the ball quite well this year. I think he's only at 3.1 a carry or something like that. That's got to be a little bit better. The offense does have to be better in general. Because here's my thing, right? Yes, Denver hasn't looked great against some of these top offenses. We can't really call.
Kyle, do you know what Jonathan Taylor did to them in that game?
Oh yeah, right. But they also are playing good
I really don't know. I just remember seeing the highlights and seeing a lot of Jonathan Taylor.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is, in games that they've played great offenses, they've struggled. But I wouldn't say the Eagles are playing great offense right now.
He put up 165.
Yeah, ran the ball really well against him.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see what this offense. I'm very interested to see what this offense does against their line. But other than that, yeah, it's going to be Belt most likely. Yeah, Bo Nix is probably good for a turnover in this game. I think you guys are going to get out of there.
I think honestly he's good for 2 or 3 turnovers.
Sure,
probably 3.
Sure, we'll see. He's a talented guy. He just hasn't been able to reel in the mistakes at this point.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think
real quick game break. Blake Corum fumbled, and it's
another
San Francisco ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we? If they score here, do we see a 28-point turn? Just wondering.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. No. Like I said, I think if we're able to stop the run, which I think we can.
Yeah.
And force Bo Nix into some errant throws and disrupt his timing. I think we definitely have it in the bag. offense just has to get going. And like Smitty said, outside of Pat Surtain, this is a 2K generic secondary that we can definitely get off on. So, this is the week for us, to get our shit together.
Yep. Yeah. Your defense is going to give you opportunities too. So